is equal to the height of the right-hand building up to that edge of that cornice, and then over on the left up to that upper mullion of the window, leftmost window on that leftmost facade. So those kind of checks can keep you accurate when you're dealing with foreshortened sides. The other thing is to use a ruler or any kind of straight edge to work out at the eye level, and the most extreme steep line of the perspective, in this case the top of the roof lines of the facades, and then do the intermediate lines between those extreme lines. Okay, what I want to do is cover the whole surface with some color. I'm going to start with some yellow ochre and really just cover the whole area. Just leave a little bit of white right here. Now, the brush I'm using is a short-handled synthetic flat, and I'm juicing on the water pretty thick here just so I make sure I cover everything with that little spot. The cup is just a little 2-ounce Nalgene cup, and I'm using a kind of a customized metal watercolor box with about 10 colors. While the surface is wet here and I'm just laying on light colors, I'm laying on a little blue for the sky and letting it melt into the warm shopfront color. Now using ultramarine, warmed up a little bit, I'm just suggesting the shadows to the right of all those buildings. Here's some dry brush with some burnt sienna to suggest the bricks. That building on the right's a little darker. So I can use a slightly darker wash to knock that back a little bit, a little darker than the other buildings. Now some juicy cerulean blue, and I may make this a little darker than the sky really is to make the shop fronts look even lighter. This is a tricky business because I have to paint around all the light shapes. Ah, 1 o'clock. Dang, I've only got another hour left on that meter. And now carrying it down and around the rest of the sky. Now I can start putting some shadows under the projecting cornices. I want some dull reds now, some cad red and Venetian red. And I'm going to play down the intensity of the red Pepsi sign, just to make it look old and kind of faded. And also the lower part of this right-hand building has got some red tile work, so I can paint that in now. While I've got it on the brush, I might as well paint in these windows, which I guess are blocked off, all with a flat 1/4-inch brush. It's always something. Anyway, I want to get some dry brush going here along the top of the building to suggest the kind of the worn look. And I also want to get the windows inside now. It's fairly dark through the window. Kind of a shadow cast through that greenish glass color. Here's how it looks without the line work, just flat shapes done with a brush. But now I want to bring in a fountain pen with brown ink, because this gives me a fast way to bring in some of these dark details. The fountain pen is a Waterman, and it's filled with brown Waterman ink that I filled with a hypodermic needle. Now, using the back of the pen, I can get smaller lines and dots. And this paper I'm using is a Pentalic sketchbook. It's got a nice quality of paper, 100% rag paper. I like it for something like this where I'm mixing techniques. Sometimes a fast line to suggest a wire. Here's how it looks now, pretty much done. I gotta get back to my car.